and I'm going to be sharing with you the next few minutes about a ministry I'm excited about. It's called Thinking Faith Academy. And what we've done in Thinking Faith Academy is this year has been a survey of the Old and New Testament. And this summer we will have a summer series of lectures that are composed of apologetics type material. So let me first to introduce you to Thinking Faith. Okay, first the description. These classes offer academic education for women, and it does function under the Women's Ministry Program. The women in these classes range from young adult to senior women, and these women in these classes are composed of typically Christian women, highly educated women, as all of this community is the NASA community. And most of these women have children that range from babies to young adult children. And most of these women in these classes have been in Bible study for many years, although there is an exception with the Wednesday night group, which I'll explain in just a minute. We do offer classes Wednesday evening and Thursday morning. Wednesday evening is geared toward more working women, and these women also either have not done a Bible study before or have done very few Bible studies, and they're not typically affiliated with women's ministry, whereas the Thursday morning women are usually young mothers or senior women who have done Bible studies for many years. Well, we have I'm going to talk about the mission, the vision of Thinking Faith here, and our first mission here is to teach a thorough knowledge of the Bible, Christian doctrines, and related disciplines as we cover the background information of the Old and New Testament this year. And we also want to train women how to think biblically and theologically and to gain confidence in their Christian worldview and also to be able to articulate it well. We want to connect women with a robust academic environment, which I think we're doing. We're very excited about that. And to help women, more importantly, to grow for a love for God and a love for others. Our vision is very simple. It is to know and love and obey God of the Bible and to be a light in the world. And so it's very important in order to know the God of the Bible, we need to know the Bible. So that's a very big part of this equation. And this is a picture of our women on Thursday morning. You see their books are open, and their textbooks and also their Bibles. Well, the TFA goals, Thinking Faith Academy goals, to teach women about God, historical Christianity, and the background of the Old and New Testament, to build a community of students, to train women to be effective teachers and relevant witnesses to Christ in a post-Christian and postmodern culture, and to help women apply their knowledge in contemporary life. And how are we going to teach women, train women, and build this community and help women? We're going to achieve this through our TFA objectives, which are first is growing. We want women to grow closer to God by demonstrating obedience in their life and living out the disciplines of the Christian faith. We also want women to grow in the area of loving God with their minds by reading and writing and discussion and completing their assignments. We want women to gain, this is their second one, to gain familiarity with the scriptures, biblical commentaries, and dictionaries by completing the Route 66 reading of the Bible and all of their homework. And by using these commentaries to look up some of the answers to some of the questions we have in our small group. We want women to gain an understanding of the historical, political, and cultural underpinnings of the New and Old Testaments by studying the historical time period. And we also want women to gain a proper hermeneutical perspective of Scripture by studying cultural background. That's a very important part of the hermeneutical process, is to approach it in that way. And so we've kind of implemented proper hermeneutics through the whole program. Now, we do want women to distinguish between the biblical perspective and secular perspective regarding foundational Christian topics, and they do this by studying the Bible and the Old and New Testament, and by having these discussions about the background information, how the culture in that time period was very different than our modern cultural sensibilities. We've had really wonderful conversations about that. Another objective is we want women to develop the discipline of reading through their whole Bible. We want women to do this for the rest of their life, so we're showing them how to do that. And also to develop the discipline of discussing various theological positions respectfully. We want to help women to know how to conduct themselves when we're talking about theological positions that we might feel very strong about across each room. So we want to be able to do that. Another objective is to help women think biblically about God, themselves, and their situations by reading and learning about the Bible academically. To think critically as a student of extracurricular material by engaging in discussions and by reading with a critical eye. We do use a textbook in addition to our Bible, and if it's extra biblical material, we really do try to help women to have a critical lens by which they approach that material often. And also to think deeply regarding Scripture and applications by sharing their insights and applications with the group on a weekly basis. So we have wonderful conversations about all of our applications and insights to the material that we have gone over throughout the week. Well, the 5 tasks of women's ministry. The first one is to reach. Well, this question must be answered. That what we're trying to this answers the question: what are we doing that is intentionally evangelistic and reaching those women who are not followers of Christ? Well, we've implemented a TFA social night discussion where we allow either a senior pastor or an expert in the area to offer a lecture to not only our church but to the community. We open up for the community so that they can see how a biblical worldview informs that topic. And we also train women how to give an apt answer to difficult questions so that they have the ability to be evangelistic. And we do encourage daily evangelism. The next one is nurture. This answers the question: what are we doing to help women become fully developing followers of Christ? Well, we're offering a New and Old Testament survey and encouraging systematic reading of scriptures, and we're offering a vibrant community of students where they can ask any of those tough questions that they really can't ask anywhere else. And we're also implementing a Route 66 reading where they read through the whole Bible in 3 years. And we have a couple of questions that they ask when they approach the scripture. So it's training them how to exegete the information, the facts from the passage, and how to draw application for their personal lives. The next phase of the 5 tasks of women's ministry is involved. And this answers the question: what are we doing to involve women in meeting the needs of others through ministry and mission opportunities? Well, we simply do this by making all our students aware of the various ministries that they can take part in on a regular basis. And we also promote those needs in the church and the community. And we also help equip women to teach and minister and serve in a variety of ways within our church. Engage. This is the next one. And this answers the question: what are we doing to make a difference in the lives of today's teenage and college girls? Well, we do this. This is what we do really well. By educating their mothers and aunts and sisters to understand their own faith and have a working and effectual knowledge of the Bible, and to be able to answer postmodern types of questions about God that their teenage and college students are asking. We're teaching them how to do this with conviction and have intellectual power and to be confident in their Christian worldview. And we've had wonderful stories about how they've been able to do this. And also engage. We want women to help women to learn how to answer the type of questions with their kids, but we also offer this program to 16 years and older, and we also seek to teach a quarterly lesson with the youth group in apologetics, and we open it up for Q&A for any kind of questions that they want to ask. So that's a lot of fun and very interesting. And finally, there's support. This answers the question: what are we doing to support the local church programs by identifying needs, filling those needs, or partnering with other ministry churches? Well, we do this by connecting. Our mission statement at University Baptist is becoming a family of Christ followers, connecting people with God's kingdom. So that really meshes well with our overarching mission for our church, and that's what we do. We connect women to the right director or contact information regarding needs or ministries that they want to offer or that they need to receive, and also connecting women together in small group discussion settings. So this is the ministry that I take part in. We've had a wonderful year of study, and I hope that this has been insightful and helpful to you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at charlenewolf@hotmail.com. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Bye.